Why, hello again. We are back with some more Vertigo. We are picking up straight from where we left off. We are in control of Faye. We are currently watching the events unfold the night or morning of the accident from the very start of the game. We met Barry in the previous episode. He's somewhat an accomplice of ours. Not a mastermind by any stretch. Faye is executing what seems to be the final stages of her plan. So let's play it out. Our current objectives are to get Ed out of the car, empty the trunk, frame Ed for the murder, frame Ed for drunk driving, get rid of the car, get rid of traces of herself and Jenny, give the wake-up alarm to the truck driver, pay the truck driver, and get Ed to lose his mind. You know, all very easy feats. So let's do that first step, which is get Ed out of the car. Let's say goodbye.
See you in the insane asylum, sweetie.
We still are yet to find out why Faye has such a beef with Ed. I'm sure it'll all come to light soon enough. Right, now we'll empty the trunk, or the boot. Just double checking we haven't left anything behind. A baby, perhaps? And then we need to frame him for the murder, so we need to get the gun out of the glove compartment, which, oh, maybe it's not in the glove compartment. Take out the bottle. That's going to frame him for the drink driving. Okay, we can't open that side. Maybe we need to open this side instead. Aha! So we've gotten rid of the toddler's dummy. Now we just need to put the gun away and dump the bottle. So it would stand to reason that Faye has murdered Sam, but why? I have absolutely no idea. Now, how to get this bottle of booze into... There we go, into the car. That's what we want.
There's no sign of any babies or this Faye woman.
And of course, Faye's not her real name. Okay, maybe we need to... Oh, we actually need to force feed in the alcohol. Okay. Or just pour it over him. Even better. Right, what's left on the checklist? We need to give wake-up alarm to the truck driver, pay the truck driver, and then let the plan ensue. So we actually need to get dressed. Let's... Ooh, take the syringe out? I don't think that's helpful. We need to get changed into our John cosplay.
What is it?
In your hand or in your vein?
Alright, give him his money.
It's a lot of money.
If you mention any of this to anyone, you won't have time to spend it.
Ooh, was it a check? Because you cannot fit 10 grand into that wee little wallet. So unless that was a check with her name on it. And now we just need to let the insanity ensue.
You. Come. Push.
I guess please isn't in
Come
this
on.
girl's vocabulary. Oh my god. She was gonna try and murder the cat.
Oh, shit, that's my favorite.
Forget it. Wait here.
But it was his favourite hat. Gutting. This makes no sense. I'm sure there's method in her madness, but surely it would have been better for her to climb down than up. All will reveal itself. Right, time for a quick cosplay change. Ah, so the bag. She clearly didn't tie her knot up very well, or something gave way.
He'll wake up. Don't let him see you.
I think we all know where this is going.
He'll end up coming towards me. Follow him.
Dad!
Biggest question is, how did this Faye, or whatever her real name is, how did she know the details regarding the death of Ed's parents?
Make sure he doesn't kill himself.
Let go! Let go of me!
Then call the police and report an attempted suicide.
Yeah. I'm on the Brody Canyon Bridge. I just,
But what was she aiming to get out of it? Because obviously her death wasn't part of the plan.
I just saved the life of some guy who was trying to jump off the bridge. And, they came. And that's it.
You know what, Dennison? I believe you.
So, I'm clean? Innocent?
How could you have left out the part about the baby?
What baby?
Yes. What baby? Where was baby? What did she do with baby?
Sorry I always keep you waiting. Harley was still printing the Horowitz file for me.
Whose file?
Lisa E. Horowitz. One of the 3 women to rent a car at Wong's just before Faye popped up at Miller's place. And considering her age, the only one who could be our buddy. I asked Harley to get us some details on her. We could take a look at it, if you want.
And I thought this only happened in movies.
Welcome to my life.
Well, surely they'll be able to
Would you rather take
find
one last look at the
a
board
driver's license
before
for
reading the
Lisa
file?
E. Horowitz.
Do a run through of the investigation.
Heck, let's check the board. I feel like there's stuff
Just
we
in
haven't
case,
got.
I'd like to take a closer look at it.
Okay. Where should we start?
Let's see. Let's start from the top.
The Franklin's ranch has a lousy cell phone service, so somebody cut their landline so they'd have no means of contacting anyone. The same night that Samuel Franklin was murdered, and just a few hours before Dennison called the police, claiming Ed Miller had tried to commit suicide at the Brody Canyon Bridge.
Well, we already know that Esther's missing. There isn't really much link other than hers between her and
Frankly,
Ed.
after 4 days of searching, I'm starting to lose hope. I really want to believe she's still alive, but
Something tells me we'll find her.
I hope so. Thanks.
And then Sam, let's see.
We know for sure that the bullet that killed Samuel Franklin came from the gun found in Miller's wrecked car, and which we now know was planted there by Faye. It's no secret that she wanted to frame Miller. so she may possibly be the murderer, but why did she kill him? What did Samuel Franklin do? What did he know?
Let's see. I feel like we've already covered Faye's stuff extensively, so we will finish up with that in just a moment. Can we examine Auntie Claire? No.
Ed has several issues that are not usually seen together. To start with, the death of his family at the hand of his father, which contributed to his becoming the most cynical patient I've ever treated. Then, there's the repression of that trauma, spurred on by his Aunt Claire. And finally, somebody arriving who was capable of harnessing that trauma to intentionally drive him crazy.
And is that the case? Is he crazy?
Crazy is a very relative term, but if Faye's aim was to strip him of his sanity, she did not manage to do so.
But why? We need to know why. Ooh, there's something hiding behind all of this. Previous evidence from different cases.
We know that on October 8th of last year, she showed up at Miller's house, slept with him, and vanished, only to show up a year later with a kid, Jenny, supposedly the daughter of Miller, who she's been gaslighting and drugging for weeks, disguised as his mother. Her motive? Revenge.
But the thing that puzzles me the most is, why did her plan backfire? Did she just slip, and that's it? Did she get her revenge, and then decide to end it all? Or what are we missing?
So revenge for what? Because the child aspect of it may very well have not been part of the plan, but she certainly planned the whole breaking, entering, sleeping with him aspect.
There was a men's suit in a bag we found under the bridge, which Faye wore to look like John Miller, who'd committed suicide by jumping off the same bridge. There was also a neuroleptic, likely used to put Ed Miller to sleep. Rock climbing equipment, key to a vehicle we have yet to identify.
Maybe it was her getaway car.
Maybe. Faye paid him $10,000 to help her execute the last part of her plan. Together, they pushed Ed's car into the canyon.
Later, Faye dressed up as John Miller, waited for Dennison to wake Ed up, and pretended to jump off the bridge. But wearing a harness with a rope hook to it, she hid right under the bridge and put the disguise and the climbing equipment in the duffel bag, while Dennison made sure Ed didn't jump and called the police.
Well, that about sums everything up. Oh no, we're missing the car.
Faye reenacted with total precision the accident in which
Oh yes, comfort him.
Maddie Miller died, as well as her daughter. Ed Miller claims that his daughter, the new Jenny, was in the car. But the only evidence we have of her existence is a picture found on Faye's phone.
On top of that, Faye wanted to make extra sure to frame Ed, so she planted a gun in the car, the exact same one that killed Samuel Franklin, and a bottle of whiskey, which is exactly what John Miller had been drinking before he killed himself. Well, I'd say I've got a pretty clear picture. Let's look at the file.
But that
Great.
photograph of Jenny was of original Jenny on Faye's phone. Was it a baby photo that she somehow had access to?
This is Lisa Horwitz, the day she graduated from Yale as a psych major,
Oh dear.
also as valedictorian. Anything come to mind?
There are similarities.
This isn't her best picture, but it's pretty clear this could be the same person.
A psych major, eh?
Faye told Ed that she just graduated as a psych major.
So, it all adds up.
So abusing her intimate knowledge of the human psyche. But to what end? What are we missing? What are we missing? What? Oh, hello. That's where she got the drugs.
Her studies would explain why she had knowledge of the narcotic effects of that drug, wouldn't it?
Maybe.
Let's see what the file says. Daughter of Peter and Marlene Horowitz. Upper middle class. They were well off. They both died when Lisa was a little girl. Should we stick the picture on the board, or skip to the next one?
Stick it on the board.
I can see a few connections here.
You're the boss.
Let's go with Maddie.
Mother and father died when she was a child. Her story resembles Ed's. I guess her family's social standing explains why a 23-year-old girl would have $10,000 on hand to give to Dennison.
Right. Though, with everything she seems to have done, I wouldn't be surprised if she got the money through other, less legal means.
Yes. Quite. Right, what are we missing? What are we missing now? Aha, the car.
They didn't die in a car crash, did they?
No. Cancer. Colon and throat.
Both of
Within
them,
the span
blimey.
of about 2 years.
That's terrible.
Now for the fun part. After her parents' death, she became depressed. Self-harm, suicide attempts. She spent several months in the New Jersey Psychiatric Hospital. Possibly the most expensive one in New England.
Rings a bell. I think a patient of mine went there. Who was it?
The night before she was going to be released, her best friend from the hospital got drunk and jumped off the roof of the building. Isn't it odd that her best friend from the hospital killed herself by jumping off a building and that she ended up the same way?
Yes. Maybe she jumped too. Maybe she was trying to emulate her. But why?
Isn't it ironic that a former psychiatric patient would pursue psychiatry?
It makes sense. A few people in my class had similar backgrounds. Some did it to get to know themselves better. Others wanted to give back, help people who had gone through something similar.
What else do we need to assess?
Her friend got drunk right before committing suicide by throwing herself over the ledge.
Like Miller's father.
Jeez. Why is everything so convoluted?
And what relevance does it... Why is this all being targeted at Ed?
Did Ed Miller, after everything that happened to him as a kid, never go to a psych hospital?
He almost did, but his Aunt Claire kept it from happening. She took him home to San Bernardino and essentially brainwashed him, burying most of his negative memories.
When she was released, Lisa went back to New York under the guardianship of her paternal grandmother, Diane Horowitz, who a few weeks later fell down the stairs, breaking her neck. What do we do with this one? Stick it there or pass?
Stick it on the board.
Don't you feel like her grandmother's death is too much of a coincidence?
Yes, absolutely.
Right, what link is there to make?
What does this woman have against the elderly? Why does she go through so much trouble keeping Miller alive, but then go and kill his neighbor like it's nothing? This is from a couple of years ago. A climbing wall in her neighborhood in New York. Another coincidence?
There's no question. Lisa is our Fae. What? You're still not sure.
I've been wrong too many times not to have my doubts. And this
Evil
is
twin?
from a few weeks ago. Lisa Horowitz applied for a position as a psychiatrist in training at the only psychiatric hospital in our county, and she got it. She's supposed to be starting at the end of the month, though I doubt she will.
Why would a wealthy young woman from New York with an outstanding academic record want to work at a hospital with such a poor reputation and so far from home?
Well, clearly to get closer to her murder victims. Why on earth not?
The doctor who was assigned to Ed at the hospital, before Robert Kerrigan hired me to treat him, was quite inclined to admitting him to a mental institution. The mental institution where Lisa was going to work is almost certainly the same one Ed would have been admitted to.
Are you saying that...
That was the last part of the plan. Become his psychiatrist and torture him.
Let's take a look at her medical record.
Quite extravagant, but it probably would have worked if she hadn't have died.
She weighed almost 9 pounds when she was born. At age 11, her appendix was removed.
What is it?
No appendix scar?
Let me make a quick call, just to double check. Pat? It's Reyes. Remember the body we brought in yesterday? The blonde girl? Ah, perfect. Can you tell me if she has a scar? The kind you would have from getting your appendix removed?
Oh, is that a yes or a no?
Are you sure?
Yes or no? Oh, shit.
Okay. Thanks, Pat.
I can't believe it. It has to be her. It's her.
But no.
Not unless she has somehow managed to fake her own medical
we were
record.
so close.
I'm sorry. It happens a lot. You think you have a bite, you tug at the line, and all you have to do is reel it in, but just at the last minute. I wouldn't give it too much more thought right now.
Oh, hang on.
We should get some rest.
Oh, hang on. Something. She's thought of something.
It wasn't my patient.
Who? What are you talking about?
Spit it out, woman!
How long ago was Lisa Horowitz released?
Why is that important?
8 years?
8 years.
What was her friend's name? The one who committed suicide.
Veronica Kerrigan.
Oh, shit! Well, what in the actual flip? So, friendship. To achieve their ultimate goal, the psychopath will sacrifice everything, including their own happiness. Ugh. hold up. Right. Oh, good grief. Right. I feel like shit is really hitting the fan. I cannot even begin to wrap my head around it. So I'm going to pause here and pick it up next time from this point, because as you can see, we are entering a past sequence as a young Faye or young Lisa, whatever her name is, and we should start getting all of the pieces of this puzzle in the right places. So hopefully you watching are just as invested in this as I am, and I really hope you're enjoying this. If so, be sure to click the like button, and I really do hope you will join me for what could potentially be the finale to this interesting Vertigo story.